Christy went on a weekend camping trip, and while she was away, she left her one-year-old daughter in the care of the child's father, Travis. But when she picked her daughter up, she was horrified to see 7 human bite marks all over the baby's body. Now, Travis is not allowed to see his daughter, and he and his girlfriend are here to clear their names. Take a look.
Christy called 2 weeks ago. She said she wanted me to keep my daughter.
She's 1 year old, and she went to her father's house for the weekend, and I had somebody pick her up, a relative, and when they brought her back, she had human bite marks all over her body. They were on her face, on her ribs, in between her legs, up and down her arms. They were everywhere. I took her to Travis's house and I showed him the bite marks, and he immediately got defensive.
If I wasn't with my daughter, Sherelle was watching her. She was in good care. She did not have no bite marks.
We was watching her the whole time, and I gave her a bath. I didn't see any bite marks on her. And when she left at 12 o'clock and you called 7 hours later talking about bite marks, well, whose care was she in for those 7 hours? You know, whoever did it, it had to be someone who was just sick. The bite marks on her thigh, for example, why is somebody's mouth even there?
There's a possibility that Travis or his girlfriend may have done this, I don't know. Or I think that Travis and his girlfriend know something and are not wanting to tell me.
I'm a mother myself, and to see those bite marks, I know that she had to endure some pain. And when I seen them on her, it just broke me down to know that someone would really be that cruel to a child.
I think Christy is capable of biting my daughter. Just to blame Sherelle and I to just break us up.
I do think that she want to make it seem like I'm the bad person in this situation.
I think she's sick because I know a guy that she done like that before in the past. I wouldn't put it past her to do the same thing.
They want to point the blame at me, and that's ridiculous because I would never hurt my daughter or put her in any situation to be hurt.
My daughter did nothing to deserve this torture. She was tortured. She had 7 bite marks up and down her body.
We're gonna bring out Dan Ribacoff. He did a little research into this case. He's also not given a lie detector test, but he's also an investigator. We want to bring out Dan Ribacoff. So you took it upon yourself to do a little research on this story.
Yes, sir. So, I'm a private investigator as well as a polygraph examiner, and I have a lot of sources over the years that I've developed. So I sent the pictures that we have, which are pretty good pictures, to a very, very well-known dentist who's been practicing for approximately 35 years, who also has forensic knowledge. And in his opinion, the bite marks are indicative of what he calls adult dentation. Okay? The reason that he says that is the broadness of the arch, the fact that the top and the bottom teeth.
It's a big bite.
It's a big bite.
Yeah.
There's also very even and uninterrupted, where if it was a younger child, a lot of the children's teeth wouldn't fall in and you would have spaces within that bite mark. So here we have consistent, large, broad, what they say indicative of adult dentation.
So
I mean, and it kind of makes sense. Even just looking at the bite marks myself, from what I've seen, it looked like
Yes.
a mature adult.
Likewise.
With the bite marks itself. Let's get to the results. Let's find out from Dan. This has never happened before on the show.
It's a bizarre story, Steve, but I've seen this in other cases. As you know, as a police officer, sometimes there's more than one shooter, right? So sometimes there's more than one culprit in a crime. That's the case in this particular instance. My belief from the investigation, from interviewing, from conducting the polygraph exams, is that a bite mark was placed, or a couple of bite marks were placed, I can't tell how many, by the father, perhaps not intentionally, maybe playing around. My belief is that when Christy got her home, she placed additional bite marks on for the purpose of blaming him. That's my opinion.
Somebody needs to stand up here right now and tell the truth. Okay. Now, we'll start, Travis, we'll start with you.
I didn't do it.
Did you playfully put a bite mark on your child?
No.
Okay.
I didn't hurt
You can
her.
keep saying no, but the fact is you failed for that. There are bite marks on your child. When you take a lie detector test and you pass for every other question but the one whether you bit your child, I gotta imagine it, you did do it.
Okay, but it's other kids that I stay with right
But
now.
it's not a child's bite mark. It is an adult bite mark.
She did it.
All her?
Travis,
You did it.
I would not hurt
Yes,
my
you will.
daughter.
Yes, you will.
Ever.
Yes,
ever.
you will for the attention.
No.
Okay. Are you both sending each other a message with these bite marks?
No, I don't want to be with her. That's what it probably is.
Okay. Nobody's gonna admit to anything here?
I didn't hurt her.
This child was bit multiple times, and everybody's
Saying
just
you
gonna.
didn't hurt her, but did you bite her? You might have.
I didn't bite my
and not
child.
mean to hurt her.
I didn't bite my
But
child.
you should be asking your boyfriend the
Okay.
same thing.
But I have a child also, and I haven't witnessed no bite marks on him. If it was there and he failed that, then maybe it was him playing.
But the fact of it is, I think there's a lot of bitter feelings between the two of them.
And I want to know
And I think whatever the case, you bit the child. Did you do it to hurt the child? Probably not.
Okay, like
but you caused some mark on that child. You did.
I didn't do that,
Okay,
man.
you stick with that story then.
I didn't do that.
And then we'll get to nothing. You know something, and you're mad at this guy. You're bitter about something. So you're both using this child like a football, punting it back and forth. Oh no, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But you both know something. You both know how this happened to some degree, and you both want a kid still stand up here and deny.
I don't know.
You can do that. The one person that I will say, man, I'd be going to sleep with one eye open, is you.
You know what? Travis.
No, stop.
You know what, Travis? I'm
stop,
gonna tell you like this.
stop,
I believe that you didn't do it because I didn't do it either. I didn't do it either.
There you go.
So I know that you didn't do it.
Why don't you
I
go
know
back
that
in
you didn't
agreement
do it.
and have some champagne, go out to dinner?
No. I'm not gonna walk off this stage. I'm not gonna walk off this stage because I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
That's classic,
Okay.
huh?
Okay.
Boy, you failed, I failed. Let's both say it.
I'm not
And then we
going
both.
for that.
Yeah.
I'm not going for that.
You know what? I'm glad she walked off so I didn't throw her ass off my stage. You couldn't get more of a guilty response.
No.
Oh, you failed, I failed, so let's say.
Let me add one more thing if I can, Steve. Thank you for reminding me of the guilty response. After his test, when I unhooked him, he stood up and said to me, what if everybody on the stage fails for biting this kid? Okay? So I said to him, we have 7 bites and 3 people. We may have more culprits than one. Remember when you said that? There you go. Thank you, Steve.
Thanks a lot.